the
when
experience I had with my father, but
The
when
That's
county
because you're
I
following the
knows
rules.
that you're looking for a
I
job.
mean, you supposed
okay.
to be. I mean, I was because I was like this. Look, I mean, what I know my father was big on that. I'm not filing for unemployment, but when you work, they take out unemployment tax.
Right.
So
Right.
why not get
That's
your
not,
money?
but see,
I'm
Uh-huh.
just saying, in theory, I know in
just, I get
theory.
it. I get it. I've heard this my whole life from people, and I
Be-
get it. And that's how most people
Because
function. It's out there. You should go get it.
By the
You
way, y'all,
work,
you know
you
this
I
should
tell
room
go
you
is a
get
what,
it.
whole new
Snap
thing.
You,
Snap helped
hey,
me in a whole lot of them type
I'm not saying it
positions.
doesn't help a lot of people, and I'm saying that if it got bad enough, I absolutely would have got it. I will flip burgers at Burger King before I let my family go without. But what I'm saying to you is that is, and I'm not saying y'all are making this point, but I heard that line of thinking so often coming up, and I'm saying for me and mine that does not hold because I just the money's not infinite,
Well,
right.
you know it's
right?
gonna
If
run
you
out.
look
That's
at
why
the
you look
studies,
for a job.
if you look, I'm not talking about that, not talking about that. I'm talking about the money that's allocated, not the money that's going to come to you, because the money that's coming to you is on the tail end, right? That's you got 3 months or whatever weird number they come up with nowadays. But
Right.
it's there is still a pool of money. You know, the federal government. I think Marlon and I talked about this recently. Federal government, for every dollar that they send to the states for social welfare and things like that, 22 cents makes it to the end user.
Right.
22 cents out of
$22,
a
yeah.
dollar. All right.
That's why I
Makes
don't
So
feel
sense to
this
bad
me.
about
money
people
is
filing unemployment. I'm like, keep going.
so right, but we have a different mentality because I look at it and I say, if I'm in line to get it, there's somebody else in line who didn't. And I'm not saying that everybody who gets in line is legitimately supposed to be there. We know
Yeah.
that there's people who abuse the system. And
Right.
I'm not saying that I don't deserve to be in the line. What I am saying is, before I will get in that line, I, theist, not advocating this for anyone else, I, theist, will exhaust every effort to avoid being in that damn line. Because I want
I see that.
no Billy,
Yeah.
Mary, Joe, Jesse to have a spot in the line while I go over here and try to do something on this side. So it's I see both sides. The only time I really get angry with people is when they think that it's free money. Like
No,
that
it ain't free.
mentality, when
Nobody's
people think it's
no, it
free
ain't
money,
free.
I get angry with those people
Mm-mm,
because
no, it's
those are
so
just leeches.
But
the
those are,
rich people
but
ask for.
remember, things those are the same
That doesn't make it
people.
right.
We said this
I'm
on the
just
other end of the. We was talking about something else, but remember we was saying, "Whoo, look at my tax return,
that's like your money.
Yeah,
dude." That
Mhm.
you, one, that's taxes that you paid overage, and by the way, you really need to check because you're under
You're
the
not making enough money to live, so they
no,
giving you
not
this.
no. It's not making no. That's not. It's not making the most
no,
enough money.
both are true,
You
Marlon.
are. You are. Oh crap! What's the word?
No,
You're.
both are true because you're saying that if
Yeah.
you're getting a tax refund, then you're overpaying on your taxes.
Thank you.
So
You
you need to
overpaying for
adjust
your
how you're
tax.
paying your taxes, right? But that's for people who are making middle a decent
I'm
wage,
talking
not
about
a
the
not middle
poor
class
people.
wage, just a decent wage. But poor people, those are the ones who get $5,000 and $6,000 tax
Yep.
returns.
Sure do.
That is not their money.
Sure
No.
They are
isn't.
not getting their money back.
Because
They're
they never
getting
had any
my
to put
money
in.
back,
Yeah, they're getting my
right?
money back and your money back and your money back and yours. Because they never
Right, but
had
that's
any to put in there.
exactly. But as I said in that video, which y'all go back and watch it, I'm okay with that
I'm
because
absolutely
the people
fine
who are
with it.
at the bottom of the economic ladder, the reason why the government ain't doing it because they care about you. The government sending you that money because they know you're gonna put the money right back in the streets,
Yep, you're going to spend
right?
it. Not save it or
So
invest
that's
it.
why they give you that money. If you are making, I don't know what the numbers are, depends on where you are, but if your individual income is $40,000 or more, and you're still getting a tax refund that's more than a couple $100, you might want to take a look at how you're paying your taxes, right? Don't go overdoing it now, because I learned this the hard way in my own personal past experience. Don't take every deduction that you can take, because at the end of the year, you get a bill.
Because IRS, they gonna get their money. I don't know anybody know that IRS gonna get their money. Period.
And I'm gonna say this real quick, and then we're gonna move on. For everybody that's always talking about the poor and y'all don't need to pay and blah blah blah, and you taking money from the government, then I know I've said this before. I'll say it again. Let's make one thing absolutely perfectly clear. The government, as we speak today, can say, we're not going to give any more money to the poor. No more. We are absolutely done. Do you think you are going to get anything out of that? Anything. You keep
So I'll tell you what you get out of that.
You keep thinking, I'm going to, if we stop giving money to the poor, we
Feels like you gonna get it. You ain't getting nothing.
Jack squat.
You're not getting anything now, but
That's
you're too
why
busy
I look
blaming
at
poor
people. That's why I look at people sideways when they do that old lazy. What about the poor people? What about the homeless? What about the veterans? What about them? Because they be like, you giving all this money to Ukraine for this war. That money could be spent here on homeless veterans with cats, right? And the reality is, you could not spend a dime in Ukraine, and that money still ain't going to the homeless veterans with cats, because that's not how our government works, right? So
no, it doesn't.
We got to fix that too. But yeah, I'm with you.
That's why I advocate for more community-based help. Yeah.
Thank you. I was about to say that. This is super important.
Go ahead.
This is why I do what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Anna, what you just said, this is why I do what I do. Because I am trying to learn the ins and the outs so that I can build the networks that will be sustainable, so that I can help people in my community when their elders can't afford to be sent to an elder care home, but you need help at home. So we can help offset some of your CNA costs when you hire someone to come over. Or you can't afford your medication, so we can help you with your deductible. Or you're having trouble keeping your kid in daycare, so we can help you with your daycare tuition. If you're living in a week-to-week motel, we can help you with that rent so that you can ultimately get free of that place and move on with your life and get something more and get something better. That's why I do what I do, folks. I don't know how to do it well yet, but I'm trying and I'm getting my reps in so I can get stronger at it, because what Marlon just said is coming. They've been telling you it's coming. They've been telling you it's coming since Reagan. And inch by inch, we've gotten closer and closer to where the government one day is going to say, no more Social Security.
No more.
No more Medicaid. No more food stamps. No more Section 8. And if they do that, you yourself may be okay. Person watching this video, you yourself may be okay. But my challenge to you is for how long? How long will you be okay when all of a sudden your brother or your sister, they needed that assistance and they can't get it anymore? Guess who they're coming to? Or mama and daddy, or daddy needs help and they can't go to, Social Security won't help them get into a facility. Guess where the family's coming to? How long are you okay?